We'll be right back. Hi, I am Malika Advani. A very good morning to everyone. It is my pleasure to welcome you all for the most awaited event, that is Night of Notables. Our fourth graders have chosen to remember and celebrate the notable personalities whose achievement and contribution has made a difference in the world. Our finalists are inspired by scientists and explorers of the world. Hence, they have chosen to acknowledge their efforts of their inventions and explorations. Can't wait to hear from them now. Before we begin, let me introduce our judges panel for the event. Okay, she is knowledgeable and most enthusiastic leader, most adorable and fun-loving person. By now, I'm sure you know. She is assistant PYP coordinator, Mrs. Ritu Chopra. Welcome, Ritu ma'am. Along with her, we have Miss Richa Rathi, who is leading grade 5 and has a passion for teaching and learning. Welcome, Richa ma'am. Moving on, we know 24 students were selected, 3 from each section for the final round. So, wishing you all 24 all the very best. Please note that only 2 minutes will be provided to each student and a buzzer will beep after 2 minutes. Please abide by the time and the success criteria. Also, make sure that you keep your camera on and your mics off until it is your chance. Okay. I am super excited to move ahead with this. I am sure you all are. So, with the same energy, let's introduce our first participant, that is Sanvi from Dignity, to the stage.
Hi, my name is Subha Tole. I am an Indian neuroscientist, professor and principal investigator at the Tata Institute of Fundamental Research in Mumbai. I was born on August 1967. My research involves investigating the development and evolution of the mammalian brain. I won many accolades for my work. I am famous for having discovered a gene named LHX2, which is very crucial for the proper formation of the hippocampus, amygdala, and cortex of the brain during early development. For that, I won the Infosys Prize in the Life Science category in 2014. My family nurtured my early love for science as my mother was an occupational therapist and father director at the Department of Electronics. After my MS and PhD degree from Mumbai University, I studied at California Institute of Technology and did a postdoc on mammalian brains in University of Chicago. I believe that taking back my work on neuroscience to India, I could I could help the students in India where no work has been done yet in neuroscience. So I decided to come back with my husband in 1999. I developed the first Indian lab in neuroscience at the Tata Institute of Fundamental Research. I am actively involved in research activities in neuroscience for better health of India and humankind. Thank you.
That was wonderfully presented, Sanvi. You have demonstrated being a knowledgeable communicator. So, congratulations. Moving on, now we have Anna Chandak from Dignity. Anna, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Your time starts now.
Hmm? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I am. Yes, you got it right. I'm Isaac Newton, the one who found out gravity. Remember me? Imagine if I had not found out gravity, you would be floating here and flying there. Right? I was born on 4th January 1643 and I went to Cambridge University in 1661. I followed my dreams and accomplished them with determination. But my mom, she always wanted to make me a farmer. Indeed, I was not keen on being a farmer. That is why I chose to be a mathematician, inventor, politician, chemist, and an astronomer. One lesson anybody can learn from me is we build too many walls but not enough bridges. So I was not very keen on schoolwork and preferred reading and making things. Like, when you want to be famous, there is only one thing you need to do: work with affection and determination. When you have that, you'll be a person who is not in this world but yet in this world. So I sadly died on 31st March 1727. God had called me. Like, if you want to be famous, you need to have one thing. It's the most significant thing, called determination. And thank you for being a patient listener. I really appreciate you. Wish you a productive week ahead.
Oh my God, Anna, your energy was next level. That was great to hear you. Okay, now we have Vihan from Liberty. Vihan, are you ready? Are you ready? Your time starts now.
Hello everyone, I'm Vivan Satyavani from Dream for Freedom. I feel proud and honored to be presenting the man behind a famous school. Try not to become a man of success, but rather try to become a man of value. So here I am, Albert Einstein. I am a German mathematician and a physicist. I was born in Ulm, Germany on March 14, 1879, and I was very fond of maths and science and passionate about classical music. I dropped out of school in Munich as it was mandatory to join the army, but then later completed in Switzerland. I worked as a director and professor in the University of Berlin. But then I was a Jew, hated by the Nazis, and with a heavy heart, I left Germany and became a US citizen in 1940. You know, 1905 was a miracle year for me. I have 4 papers published in one of the best known physics journals of the era. Well, I gifted the world with the theory of relativity. Also, I put forward the Brownian motion and invented a photoelectric effect. You all know the famous equation E equals mc square. I felt really honored when, in recognition of my work, I was awarded the Copley Medal of the Royal Society of London in 1925 and the Franklin Medal for the Franklin Institute in 1935. I was also the proud recipient of the Nobel Prize of Physics in 1921 for my photoelectric effect work. Finally, I bid farewell to the world on 18th April 1955. Thank you all, and my salutations to Albert Einstein. I salute him. I took help from Wikipedia, Ducksters.com, Biography.com. Thank you. Yay.
Just on time, Vihan. Let's give a virtual high five. Just on time. Okay. You demonstrated being amazing public speaker, Vihan. Okay. Now let's proceed. Next we have Arjun from Unity. Arna, please note you will be presenting after Arjun. Arjun, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead.
Hello, my dear friends and respected teachers. Myself, Vikram Ambalal Sarabhai, son of Seth Ambalal, a patriotic Ahmedabadi businessman. I attended Gujarat College but later shifted to the University of Cambridge, England, where I took 3 courses on natural science in 1940. But due to the World War II, I was forced to return back to India, where I undertook the space research on cosmic rays under the physicist Sir Chandrasekhar Venkata Raman at the Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. My keen interest in space research took me back to the Cambridge, where I pursued a doctorate and wrote thesis on cosmic rays and investigation in tropical latitudes. This event happened in 1947. Establishing the Indian Committee was later renamed as Indian Space Research Organization as ISRO. I also set up a Thumba Equatorial Rocket Launching Station in southern India. After that, I was appointed as the chairman of Atomic Energy. I was largely responsible for the establishment and development of the India's nuclear power plants. The awards I got for my achievements were Padma Bhushan in 1996 and Padma Vibhushan in 1972. I can only say you overcome a failure in the way of your success, so don't stop working. Thank you.
Arjun, you look really cute with that mustache. Okay, you have demonstrated being a knowledgeable communicator, Arjun. So congratulations for that. Moving on. Next, we had Meera with us, but unfortunately, she is not well. So we'll be proceeding with Arna. Arna, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, time starts now.
Ever wondered how would sugar canes taste without sugar? Problematic, right? Well, actually, India didn't have sweetness in sugar canes earlier. I found a solution to this problem. Hi, myself Janki Ammal, the first Indian woman botanist. Botanist is a person who studies plants. I was born on 4th November 1897 in Kerala, Tellicherry. Belonging to the Diwan family of the Madras Presidency, I got the privilege to study in good colleges. Then, even when girls were restricted from studies. Being a bright student, I got my scholarship and did my master's from the University of Michigan. Before 1920, sugarcanes in India were sweet and had to be imported from Southeast Asia. Two scientists started a sugarcane breeding station in Coimbatore. I joined them. I crossbred several sugarcane varieties, and after many trials, I finally succeeded. Now it was possible to put India in the sugarcane map of the world. This research gave me much popularity. I even studied chromosomes of thousands of species of flowering plants. There's a beautiful flower named after me, Mongolia combus Janki Ammal. I even crossbred eggplants and evolved a new breed called Janki Brinjal. I was honored by the Padma Shri Award for my notable contributions. I took my last breath at the age of 87 due to natural causes. I am glad I could make a difference in the field of botany. Thank you.
Remarkable performance, Anna, I must say. You had a great energy in you. Okay, now let's proceed with Ansh from Dignity. Are you ready, Ansh?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, your time starts now.
Good morning. My name is Anchan. Today I'm going to say a few lines about Thomas Alva Edison. Thomas Alva Edison. He was born on February 11, 1847 and he died on 18th October 1931. He was an American inventor and a businessman. He invented phonograph, dictaphone, light bulb and autographic printer. He was the world's first inventor. Ma'am, can I restart?
It's okay. You can go ahead. Take away from there. It's okay.
Thomas Alva Edison. He was born on February 11, 1847 and he died on 18th October 1931. He was an American inventor and a businessman. He invented phonograph, dictaphone, light bulb and autographic printer. He was the world's first person to project a motion picture. Edison worked for more than 18 hours in each day. He recorded thousands of his experiments in more than 2,500 books. He was the world's first inventor to have an invention laboratory. He invented movie camera due to which you all can see movies. What a great inventor he was. He invented an electric light bulb due to which all life is lighted. He also created world's first industrial research laboratory. The famous line he said was, "I never failed. I just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Thank you.
What a great inventor he was, and what a great attitude of never give up you had. I am really amazed by your never give up attitude, Ansh. Okay, next we have Ishan from Integrity. Ishan, are you ready?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, your time starts now.
Hello everyone, a warm welcome to all of you. My name is Dr. Sivi Raman and today I would like to share my life story with you all. My full name is Chandrasekhara Venkata Raman. I was born on 7 November 1888 in Tiruchirappalli. I was immersed in an academic atmosphere since childhood, as my father was a lecturer in maths and physics. I completed my secondary and higher secondary education at the age of 11 and 13 and achieved bachelor's degree at the age of 16. At the age of 19, I got married to Loka Sundari and joined Indian Finance Service in Kolkata. I was appointed as the first professor of physics in 1970. I discovered the Indian Journal of Physics in 1926. In 1928, I discovered the phenomena of scattering of light. I became the director of an Indian Institute of Science in Bangalore in 1933. I established the Raman Research Institute in 1948. In 1954, I was awarded as Bharat Ratna, the highest civilian award. Along with it, I bagged many awards such as Curzon Award, Woodburn Medal, Knight Bachelor's Award, Lenin Peace Prize, etc. At the end of 1970, in October, I got collapsed in a laboratory with a cardiac arrest. Thus, I would like to end by a quote. Success can come to you by courageous devotion to the task lying in front of you. Thank you.
You look very smart, Ishan, in that dress. Okay. You have demonstrated being a knowledgeable communicator and your performance was incredible. Okay, now moving ahead, we have Sahana from Liberty. Are you ready, Sahana?
Yes.
Okay, your time goes now.
Hello, I'm Thomas Alva Edison. I was born in 1847 in Milan. Although I was a very busy, curious boy, I struggled in school. My teacher called me adult, which means slow or dim. Well, little did they know what would happen. Early in my career, telegraph operator. I invented the electrographic vote recorder and improved the stock ticker. In 1878, I invented the light bulb, which I am most famous for. But do you know that this is not entirely true? The light bulb has been here for a number of years. I just perfected it and made it inexpensive and practical to use. I'll tell you a very interesting fact. As an inventor, I made 10,000 unsuccessful attempts at inventing the light bulb. When a reporter asked, "How do you feel after failing 10,000 times?" I replied, "I have not failed 10,000 times. I have just found out 10,000 ways that won't work." I always inspire people not to lose hope after failures. I continue to work or improve products such as X-ray technology, storage batteries, and movies. I died at the age of 7. I died in 18 in
It's okay, take it from there, it's okay. Move on to the next slide.
in
Time up. Good job. Well tried. You presented very confidently, Sahana. However, we always have something up and down, so that's completely fine. Do not to worry. Okay, now let's hear from Kiara from Dignity. Are you ready, Kiara? Hello.
Hello.
Kiara, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Your time goes now.
Okay, ma'am. So, hello everybody. My name is Kalpana Chawla. I was born in Karnal, Haryana, 1962 on March 17th. On March 17th, I born. I worked in NASA. And my profession is astronaut, space scientist, and an explorer. I am 3 of them. And my spouse is Jean Perry Harrison. Jean Perry is my spouse. So now I'm going to tell you about my awards. So the first award I won was NASA Space Flight Award, and the second award I won was NASA Distinguished Service Medal. So in 2003, I won that award, and the last and the third award I won was NASA Congressional Space Award, which I won in 2004. And I always aimed to become a space scientist during my childhood times. During my childhood times, I always dreamed that I should become a space scientist when I grow up. So that's why I became a space scientist, tried to become and became a space scientist. Thank you.
That was stupefying performance, Kiara. Okay, now let's move ahead with Lavisha from Unity. Are you ready, Lavisha?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, time goes now.
A very good morning to each and everyone. Born into a rich aristocratic family, I, scientist Homi J. Bhabha, went to the University of Cambridge, England in 1927, originally to study mechanical engineering. But once I was there, I developed a strong interest in physics, armed with an honors degree. I started my research in 1930 at the Cavendish Laboratories in Cambridge and in 1935 obtained a doctorate. When World War II broke out, I was in India on a holiday. As a visionary, I realized the development of nuclear energy was crucial for the future industrial growth of my country. Funded by businessman J.R.D. Tata, Indian nuclear research began with the inception of Tata Institute of Fundamental Research in 1945 with me at the helm. I was instrumental in setting up the atomic energy establishment. I am also known for Indian nuclear program as follows: cascade process of cosmic radiations, point particles, Bhabha's scattering, and theoretical prediction of muon. Some of my achievements are: I was honored with Adams Prize 1942, Padma Bhushan in 1954, Fellow of the Royal Society. After my death in the air crash on Mount Blanc in 1966, the institute was renamed the Bhabha Atomic Research Center at Isbagh by Prime Minister Indira Gandhi in my memory.
Okay,
Thank you.
very nicely presented, Lavisha. I must say you have made such a creative use of the bathing cap. Very nice. Okay, now we have Vani. Can we have Vani with us from Unity?
Yes. Ma'am, should I start?
Are you ready, Vani? Your time.
Yes. Ready. Yeah. Hi, I'm Sunita Williams. Let me introduce myself. I was born on 19 September 1965. I am 55 years till now. My father, Deepak Pandya, was originally from Gujarat, India. And my mother, Yersline Boni Pandya, was originally from Japan. My husband's name is Michael J. Williams. I graduated from school in Massachusetts, got bachelor from US Naval Academy, and got Master of Science in Engineering Management from Florida Institute of Technology. I have served in US Navy for a couple of years and then got selected for NASA. My first space mission was on shuttle named Discovery. I have a record of 29 hours of spacewalk and more than 195 days spent in space by a woman astronaut. The challenges I have faced. Initially, spacewalks were very hard, but gradually I overcame and now I hold the record for C. Once during a shuttle maintenance, a part of being very careful, there was a damage done by me while repairing other, but with assistance from land and my co-astronaut, we overcame. Thank you.
You are very informative, Vani. I must say. Okay. Let's proceed with Rudra from Integrity. Are you ready, Rudra? Wow, you look amazing. Okay. The time goes now.
Namaste. I am Nain Singh Rawat, an explorer, pathbreaker, and a spy. I agree. My name is unheard. Everyone knows about great explorers such as Marco Polo, Christopher Columbus, James Cook, etc. etc. But today I am going to tell you about our India's achievements in mapping and in exploring. Me, Nain Singh Rawat, the pride of Uttarakhand. I am a 19th century explorer who explored the great Himalayas for the first time. I got selected in training in Dehradun and became the first explorer to give a detailed report about Tibet, Buddhism, the Dalai Lama, and the Brahmaputra River. In 19th century, Britishers wanted to create India's complete map, but at that time, no foreigner were allowed in Tibet. Germans hired me for this nearly impossible task, but I learned, and with full commitment and enthusiasm, I changed my identity into a spy monk and succeeded in surveying the entire Tibet. For this task, I was rewarded 3 villages near Bareilly by British Raj. To honor my great role in a great trigonometric survey, India had released this postage stamp on June 27, 2004. Asia Ki Peeth Par is my biography written by Shekhar Pathak and Huma Bhatt in 2006. Google has celebrated my birthday, my 187th birthday with a special doodle. Have a look. Thank you. Tuchi che.
Cute mustache, Rudra, I must say. Okay. Moving on with Atmaja Patel from Dignity. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Ready. Okay. The time goes now.
Hello, friends. Have you ever heard of E is equal to mc square? I'm the founder of it. Yes, you're correct. I am the Albert Einstein. I was born on 14 March 1879 in a Jewish family in Germany. For 2.5 years, I had trouble in speaking. In school, I was regarded as stupid and good for nothing. But from the beginning, I was excellent and passionate at maths and physics. After graduation, I started working in patent office. While working over there, I published my research works, which gave me recognition as a scientist. I redefined my idea of what light is made of. I also discovered special relativity, which shows space and time are connected. Proved the existence of atom. I also proved mass and energy to be equivalent. My discoveries weren't just theoretical. They helped in development of laser, nuclear power, fiber optics, GPS navigators, and space travel. I won Nobel Prize in Physics in 1921 for discovering the law of photoelectric effect. I united space, time, gravity, energy, and mass. But I couldn't get quantum mechanics to fit into my other theories. I hope to create a unified field theory, but unfortunately, I was never successful. I wanted to work for Germany, but the political situation forced me to immigrate to US. In 1938, when Germany was trying to make the first nuclear bomb, I was the first one to inform the US president and work for in the same direction. But in 1954, when When US dropped nuclear bomb in Japan, I was deeply hurt. Maybe one of you come up with a theory to unite the universe, and who knows, maybe that person could be you. Thank you.
Just on time. Okay. My God, Atmaja, your energy was next level. It felt as if we were in the world of Einstein. Okay. Good job. Let's move with Jaitra from Liberty. Are you ready, Jaitra?
Yes, ma'am.
Your time goes now.
Life can be made inspiring or aspiring by the way you look at it. Good morning, everyone. I am APJ Abdul Kalam. I was born on 15th October 1931 in Tamil Nadu's Rameswaram. Despite being born into a middle-class family, I learned the art of turning cans into cans. As a kid, unlike my height, I had huge dreams I wanted to fulfill. I was courageous, empowered, and ready to face any failures in my way to hitch my wagon to the start. After finishing graduation in physics in 1954, I went to study aerospace engineering in Madras Institute of Technology, where I managed to impress the dean by completing a deadline in 3 days. I held the distinction of holding doctorates around 40 universities across the world. They used to call me the Missile Man of India due to my continued successful work with ballistic missiles. I served as the 11th President of India and was honored to bag a few prestigious laurels like the Bharat Ratna, the Padma Bhushan, and the Padma Vibhushan. Once I started growing old, I realized the importance of staying grounded and humble while flying for your dreams. But at heart, I was still a young kid, just like you all, with grey hair and wrinkles on my face. Like all great things come to an end, unfortunately, my journey did too. I took my last breath doing the thing that I love the most, teaching students at IIM Shillong. All my little friends seated here, before I bid adieu, I would like to tell you all one thing. If you fail, never give up because FAIL stands for First Attempt in Learning. Thank you.
Your confidence was breaking the roof, Jaitra. Very nice. Okay. Now we have Palash from Liberty. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead.
Hello, I'm Chris Hadfield, a retired astronaut, a half-time musician, and a former Royal Canadian Air Force pilot. I was the first Canadian to walk in space, not mentioning I flew in 2 space shuttle missions and served as commander of the International Space Station. I was born in 29th August 1959 in Sarnia, Canada. When I was 9 years old, I had decided to become an astronaut. Why? I had seen Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin taking the first steps on the moon. That had inspired me and made me decide that I was going to be an astronaut. And later, of what had been a lifetime of dreams and denial finally came true. For example, I went to the International Space Station. Not mentioning, I had become blind during a spacewalk. Not permanently though. But with that, I learned that the fear is always more than the danger if you recognize it. I have won a few awards, like the Diamond Jubilee Medal, 1-year award, Service Medal, and NASA awarded me the NASA Exceptional. I helped NASA a lot by going to the ISS as a commander. As I had mentioned earlier, I was also a part of the Royal Canadian Air Force. I helped Canada in a few dogfights. I flew in CF-7, CF-5s, and CF-18s. Last, I would just like to tell that, as I had mentioned earlier again, the fear is always more than the danger if you recognize the danger. Thank you.
That was astounding performance, Palash. Very nicely said. Okay, now we have Vidit from Integrity. Are you ready? Oh my God.
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Albert Einstein, one of the greatest scientists in the world of physics. I'm German-born theoretical scientist who has developed the theory of relativity. I'm also known for my influence on the philosophy of science. Now, I'm going to share something personal about me. I was born in German Empire, 14th March 1879. I married twice, first to Elsa Einstein and then to Mileva Marek. I had 3 children. I went to University of Zurich and awarded my PhD. I won a Nobel Prize for Physics in 1921 for explanation of the photoelectric effect.
It's okay. Go ahead, take it easy. You want to say further or are you done?
Form explanation. I'm best known for my equation E equals to mc square, which states that energy and mass are same thing. My work had a major impact on the development of atomic energy. My theory helps in understanding space, gravity, time, and whole universe. I am one of the most influential scientists in 20th century. I have 160 IQ. And you know something amazing about me? Mutual Museum is one of the 2 places where you can see pieces of my brain. I am the greatest physicist ever. That was all about Albert Einstein. Thank you. I'm Vidit Tulsian from Grade 4 Courage.
Vidit, your performance and your costume both were breathtaking. Okay, now let's proceed with next. We have Nirja from Unity. Are you ready, Nirja? Okay, your time starts now.
Good morning, everyone. I am Jonas Edward Salk. I was born on 28 October 1914 in New York. I was a virologist and a medical researcher. In 1940s and 1950s, a virus named polio, also known as poliomyelitis, was taking over the world. This polio virus was the most feared disease of the 20th century. So I and my team decided to find a cure for this virus. Finally, after a lot of research and hard work, I and my team came up with the vaccine of polio. The vaccine was so successful that polio was eradicated from the world. The most feared disease of the 20th century is nothing today, all because of me. I was known as a miracle worker and I died on 23rd June 1995 in California. Thank you.
That was dividing performance, Nirja. Moving with the next person, that is Aram from Integrity. Are you ready, Aram?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, everybody. My name is Jagdish Chandra Bose. People of my country, out of reverence, call me Acharya Jagdish Chandra Bose. I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth, as my father was a civil servant and he worked as a deputy magistrate. In spite of our status, my father sent me to a vernacular school rather than an English medium one. In this school, I befriended 2 boys who came from a poor background. I listened spellbound to their stories of birds, animals, and aquatic creatures. Perhaps these stories have created in my mind a keen interest in investigating the workings of nature. After my education, I devoted myself to search the existence of electromagnetic radiation. At a public demonstration in November 1894, I triggered gunpowder and rang a bell remotely. This invention is the basis of mobile communication and a Zoom conference today. Then, my interest shifted to botany. I invented a device called crescograph in 1919. which measured the growth of plants under different stimuli. I also proved that plants have nervous system like animals and they too have feelings. To contribute to the society and the next generation, I became a professor at Presidency College, Kolkata. I also established the Bose Institute of Research, which was first of its kind for experimental science in India. I may not live for long, but my name lives forever. Do you know why? Because there is a crater on the moon that's named after me as the Bose crater. Lastly, my message to you all is the true laboratory is the mind where behind illusions we uncover the laws of truth. Thank you.
Saved by the time? Okay. You were spectacular, Aram.
Thank you, ma'am.
Moving ahead, we have Vivan from Unity. Are you ready?
Yeah, ma'am, I am ready.
Your time goes.
Just a minute.
Your time goes now.
Hi, my name is APJ Abdul Kalam, also known as Missile Man of India. I am a great scientist and responsible politician. I was born on 15th October 1931 in Rameswaram, Tamil Nadu. My childhood was very challenging. I used to sell newspapers. I worked very hard to become what I am today. I played a role in Pokhran making Indian missiles and nuclear weapon program. I am president from 2002 till 2007. Unfortunately, I died on 27 July 2015 in Shillong. I believe every pain gives us a lesson and every lesson changes a person. Thank you.
That was phenomenal, huh? And cute wig. Okay. Next we have Yukti from Unity. Are you ready, Yukti?
Yeah, ma'am.
Time goes now.
Good morning. I am Dr. Vikram Ambalal Sarabhai, born on 12 August 1919 in Ahmedabad. To mark my birthday, every year, 12 August is celebrated as the National Remote Sensing Day. Remote sensing applications have been instrumental connecting with the common man's problem in our country. I was among the eminent scientists and I took India's space program to heights. Today, remote sensing technology used in Mangalyaan, Chandrayaan, and Gaganyaan is the result of my imagination. One of the greatest achievements credited to my account was the establishment of Indian Space Research Organization.
Hello. Okay. Let's proceed with next. We can cater her towards the end. Next we have Parv from Unity. Are you ready, Parv?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, your time goes now.
Kalpana Chawla was an Indian American astronaut, engineer, and the first woman of Indian origin to go to space. I was born on 17th March 1962, Canal, India. I first flew on Space Shuttle Columbia in 1997. In 2003, I was one of the 7 crew members who died in the Space Shuttle Columbia disaster when the spacecraft disintegrated during its re-entry into the Earth's atmosphere. Some of my achievements I made were I posthumously was awarded the Congressional Space Medal of Honor and several streets, universities have been named in my honor. I am regarded as a national hero in India. Thank you.
Awe-inspiring performance. Very good. Okay, now let's move it next. That is Kartike from Integrity. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, your time goes now, Bika.
Heartfelt greetings to everybody present today. So, you all might be thinking, who is the person I am presenting an impression of? So, let me spill the beans. I am aping one of the greatest sailors in the history of mankind, Mr. Christopher Columbus. Yes, I am Christopher Columbus. I was born on 1451 in Genoa, Italy. My father was a weaver and my mother was a daughter of a weaver. From very young age, I had to go to work at my father's shop, but I always dreamt to go to the sea. Then I married to Donna Filipa and we had a son named Diego. It took me several years to convince someone to pay for my voyages. Finally, Queen Isabella and King Ferdinand agreed to pay for my voyages. Then I did 4 voyages and found Cuba, San Salvador, etc. And when I came back, I got gold, some parrots, and some people. I kicked the bucket on 20th May 1506 in Spain, and till date I was known as one of the greatest sailors, explorers, and adventurers of all time. I got this information from Ducksters.com. Thank you.
Phenomenal performance, Kartike. Also a cute hat. Okay, now we have Viana from Integrity. Are you ready?
Yeah, ma'am.
Your time goes.
What if I could meet an explorer and know about their lives? Oh, where am I? Hello? Hello? Why is nobody responding me? Is anybody there? Wear my clothes like George Buzz. Am I George Buzz? Oh yes, I am. I was a British surgeon and an explorer who discovered the east coast of Australia and proved that Tasmania is an island. I first saw the world on 30th January 1771 in England. The one and only child of a Tintin farmer, George Bass and Sarah Neil Newman. After my father's demise, I moved to Boston with my mother and got educated from Boston Grammar School. I married Elizabeth Waterhouse on 8th October 18th century, the sister of Henry Waterhouse. I had done many voyages with Henry Waterhouse. I, with Flinders, sailed over 18,000 kilometers. What's hurting me? I suppose this is the map last seen by me. I sailed into the Pacific Ocean with a cargo and disappeared in 1803. Some people believe I was captured by the Spanish and forced to work in mines in Peru. I was last seen at Port Jackson, New South Wales, Australia. Phew, what a scary dream. I'm there. Oh no, it's 10:30. I'm half an hour late for my online class. By the way, I have a literary event and I can tell about George Baz. But for now, I have to leave. Thank you.
Your performance was supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. It was that good. Okay. So now can we have Yukti as in is on our last due to internet connection? Do we have Yukti? Are you here? Okay. Great. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Your time goes now.
Good morning. I am Dr. Vikram Ambalal Sarabhai, born on 12 August 1919 in Ahmedabad. To mark my birthday, every year, 12 August is celebrated as the National Remote Sensing Day. Remote sensing applications have been instrumental connecting with the common man's problem in our country. I was among the eminent scientists and I took India's space program to heights. Today, remote sensing technology used in Mangalyaan, Chandrayaan, and Gaganyaan is the result of my imagination. One of the greatest achievements credited to my account was the establishment of Indian Space Research Organization (ISRO). Among other prominent institutes, I found was the Physical Research Laboratory in Ahmedabad in 1947. I was also the chairman of Atomic Energy Commission. I was instrumental in establishing the Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad. I started a project for the fabrication and launch of an Indian satellite. As a result, the first Indian satellite, Aryabhat, was put in orbit in 1975 from a Russian cosmodrome. For my valuable contribution, I won several awards like the prestigious Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Award in 1962, Padma Bhushan in 1966, and posthumously awarded Padma Vibhushan in 1972. I was considered as the father of Indian space program. The Vikram Sarabhai Space Center, located in Trivandrum, was named in my honor. I passed away on 30th December 1971 in Tiruvananthapuram. My hard work and dedication cannot be forgettable. Thank you.
High five, Yukti, virtual high five. That is very nice. Okay. Now, let's proceed with next part. John Dewey quotes, "We do not learn from our experience. We learn from reflecting on our experience." And as we have a culture here of reflection, so I love to take reflection of some students. Arjun, can you share which learner profile have you demonstrated?
Ma'am, of my means character or mine?
Throughout the process, which learner profile have you been demonstrating throughout the whole process?
So, ma'am, I have demonstrated reflective.
How? Reflective?
Because ma'am, I reflected whole about Dr. Vikram Sarabhai and then I wrote in my speech.
Correct. Very good. Okay. Diana, what is your key takeaway from this session? Can you talk about it?
Yeah, ma'am. So, ma'am, I understood that we should be confident, and even if we forget a speech, so we can put the dialogue after that, after another dialogue. So we don't stop, and we still can do the speech perfectly.
Okay. Meera, who was your favorite presenter? Do we have Meera here? Okay. Yukti, who was your favorite presenter?
Ma'am, I think my favorite presenter was Atmaja Albert Einstein.
Correct. Okay. Can we have some more people? Arna, which learner profile have you been demonstrating throughout the process? Stand up.
Ma'am, reflective communicator.
Okay. Why?
Ma'am, just because first we had gained knowledge and then we had reflected by communicating on that knowledge.
Okay. Ivan, what is your key takeaway?
To be confident and be bold to be present.
Okay. Atmaja, who was your favorite?
My favorite was Arham's presentation.
Right.
Because he was very confident.
Okay. Jeta, whose costume was the best? Whose costume did you love the most?
Ma'am, Arna's. I think it was better for plantations.
Okay. Janvi ma'am, would you like to say anything to anybody?
I want to say that everyone was so good, so confident. And if I were at their place, I would have been hesitant. But all of them were so confident. They have been knowledgeable communicators and they presented so well. So, all the very best till the time the result comes. And just remember that you gave a best shot and you are shining bright already. All the best.
Thank you, ma'am. Anushka ma'am, would you like to say something?
Yeah, so absolutely, like rightly said by Janvi ma'am, all were too good presenting, and the way they gave their 100% being in this pandemic situation as well, the way they arranged the props and they presented themselves, so that is something incredible. And congratulations to all the 24 participants. You did amazingly, superbly awesome.
Whose costume did you love the most, Anushka ma'am?
So that is something, difficult to choose, because it's like I can see on my screen, all of them are looking so colorful and, it's amazing. But yeah. Malika ma'am, I would like to reverse back this question to you.
I think again it is very difficult. Let's leave it to judges. Okay. Deepti ma'am, would you like to say something?
Yes, rightly said by Janvi ma'am, that it's important that all of you at least participated. You all qualified for the final round. That in itself is a great achievement. So congratulations to each one of you. And it seems the judges are having a difficult time coming to the final decision, because each one of you was so confident, so creative, so informative. Your efforts, your parents' support, everything was so very evident. So well done, all of you. Let's wait for the results. Over to you, Malika ma'am.
Great. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Deepti ma'am is ready finally. Yes, ma'am, you can go.
Thank you, Malika. Thank you, Dipti. And congratulations to all of you, even the participants, also the teachers, for hosting this event. This was lovely. This was really great. Personally, I'm sure Richa and I will share a mutual feeling that we really learned a lot from your presentations, because it was quite informative. So that was really great. You all were very, very confident in your skin. And then at the same time, the way you were dressed up, it was really great. Now, making much of your time, and let me just announce. Right. So I think we should go with the third position. So on the third position, we have Arna Agarwal. Arna Agarwal.
Thank you.
Position is Palash, and at the first position is Palash. Sorry. So the second position is Palash, and the first position is Arham. Does this make sense? I mean, was I audible clearly?
Yes,
Repeat. First is Arham. Second,
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Yeah, over to Malika, ma'am.
Excited, you all three, and others, you are equally amazing. So not to worry, okay? Okay. So now can we have Richa ma'am? Can you share the overall feedback?
Yeah. Thank you so much, and a heartiest congratulations to all the winners, the participants, and Grade 4 team for staging such a wonderful and a fabulous event. I could see how confident each one of you were there, each one of you dressed up, decked up like a scientist and an explorer. So it was really a very difficult time for me and Ritu ma'am. We were juggling to decide the winners. So I would definitely, I don't have any feedback because everything was really great, was put forth in such a wonderful way. I could see that students have developed their research skills researching about the scientists and the explorers. But definitely there is a long way to go. I could even see how well the academic integrity part was also taken care of, where they were talking about the websites. So that's a good job, grade 4 team and the students and the participants. And I would like to conclude by saying that still there is a long way to go as we keep on learning from the experiences and this research skills that you all have developed over a period of time. Do carry on, do continue with that same zeal and vigor for the other events or the other platforms that you get in your life in coming times. Congratulations to everyone and good job, grade 14. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Richa. Like we said, there's a long, long way to go. But as of now, we have time to conclude. For your patience and caring, kind words and sharing, thank you. I would really like to appreciate your efforts and time. Thank you all for joining us. You can now continue with your slots as per your timetable. Thank you.